Coming up next on Look Today, a 19-year-old teenager dies after his truck struck a tree in Granville, and our cameras were on the scene. Plus, the unemployment rate across the region continues to fall. I've got the numbers. And the Glens Falls Dragons were in action last night. However, they were missing a key part of their team. I'll tell you who. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and here's a look at what's making news today in Saratoga, Warren, and Washington counties. Well, in our lead story, a Granville teenager passed away yesterday afternoon after his truck struck a tree in Granville. 19-year-old Hunter Maynard was driving down Holcombville Road when he failed to negotiate a right-hand turn. Police say he hit a mailbox, struck a guardrail, and then hit a tree. Well, Maynard was pulled from the truck by the North Granville Fire Department and immediately taken to Glens Falls Hospital, where unfortunately he was pronounced dead. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. However, police do not believe speed, alcohol, or drugs were a factor at this time. We'll change it from news to weather. It looks like the nice weather is going to stay around for a while. Well, for the latest, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Well, back to the news. Well, the unemployment rate in the region continues to fall. The lower unemployment rates correspond to the strong hiring during tourism season. Well, the Glens Falls Metropolitan Statistical Area saw a drop from 5.4% to 4.6% between June of last year and this year. And across the state, the unemployment rate dropped from 5.5%. The state added 173,500 jobs over the past year. Now, the State Department of Labor showed that the hiring was the strongest in three sectors: the professional and business services, education and health services, and leisure and hospitality. Regional labor market analyst James Ross says the trend should continue throughout July, then most likely drop off in August. Ross said that the Glens Falls MSA was one of the strongest in the state for the month of June. Well, also in the news, the Glens Falls Dragons took to East Field last night, minus some of the key team members. Head coach Johnston Hobbs was released of his duties earlier in the day after a disagreement with team owner Ben Bernard. Hobbs said that the two had separate ideas on the way things should be handled. Hobbs was annoyed that the players were not given a per diem for meals on a recent road trip. Bernard had been annoyed with the way Hobbs handled batting practice and other baseball decisions. Hobbs was released after he told Bernard he had other options, and Bernard suggested that he take one of them. Well, the two other coaches and the player also left the team. Hitting coach Coulter Bostic took over head coaching duties for that game. The Dragons, by the way, lost to Mohawk Valley 8-7. Well, still to come. Hudson River Music Hall Executive Director Jonathan Newell talks about upcoming events and the renovation plans for the historic Strand Theater in Hudson Falls. Plus, Lake George Arts Festival Executive Director John Strong is here to talk about upcoming event that you're going to have to sing the blues. But first, you want to see news happening? You want to share a story idea? How about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.